Hi class. So today you're going to be learning about measuring equivalence. I'm sure sometime in your school career you've learned about these, but you've probably forgot them and couldn't tell me very many. So today I'm going to show you just a couple of easy tricks to remember those. So first you might ask, well, why learn equivalence? And if you need to double or reduce a recipe, which happens very often, you need to know, that a fourth a cup can become a half a cup and so forth, and how to do that. That 4 tablespoons equals a fourth a cup and so forth. So we're going to start with just a little folding activity. All right, so you're going to take your piece of paper. Everybody should have one piece of paper, okay? Take your piece of paper and you're going to fold it. First, you're going to fold it like a hamburger, all right, or a birthday card. You could call them either or, all right? So you've got that. Next, you're going to fold it again, okay? We have that just a little smaller hamburger, a little smaller birthday card. Okay, we're going to fold it again. Again, just a very small card there. All right, and one last time. All right, so should be this big. When you open it up, you see that you should have 16 boxes, 4, 8, 12, 16. So this particular little folding activity is going to represent 1 cup, okay? So in the center, I'm gonna write 1 cup. So this stands for 1 cup, okay? So then in each little box, I'm gonna write 1 and a capital T. If you remember from yesterday's lesson, a capital T is an abbreviation for tablespoon, okay? So in every single box, I'm gonna hit, it looks like it spells it, but it's not. That just stands for 1 tablespoon. All right, so that should go in every single box. So you should be doing this now. Okay, then when you're finished, it should look like this. So if I asked you how many tablespoons are there in a cup, you would see 4, 8, 12, well, there's 16 tablespoons. But what if I said how many tablespoons are in a half a cup? The answer would be 8. Well, how many tablespoons are in a fourth of a cup? The answer is now 4. Okay, so easy enough there. All right, now using that same paper on the other side, this is now going to represent 1 gallon. So on the opposite side, I would like you to write 1 gallon. And we most associate gallons with gallons of milk. All right, so you might ask, well, how many cups are in a gallon of milk? And the answer is, guess what? 16. 4, 8, 12, 16. So we're just going to do 1C in every single box. So go ahead and do that now. 1C stands for 1 cup. Okay, so in a gallon of milk, there's 16 cups. All right, so if you drink a cup a day, then you drink 7 cups a week. So 1 gallon would be enough. But if you drink 3 cups, which is what's recommended, 3 cups a day times 7 days in a week is equal to 21. So would 1 gallon of milk, do it for you? And the answer is no, because there's only 16 cups. Now, many of you might get a half a gallon, okay? Maybe somebody in your house likes skim milk and not many people drink it, so they get a half a gallon of skim milk. Well, how many cups are in a half a gallon? There you go, 8. All right? Now, another thing I want to do is sometimes things are measured in quarts. Well, how many quarts are in a gallon? The answer is 4. So in every 4 boxes, you could have a Q for quart. So 1, 2, 3, 4 cups are in 1 quart. All right. So if I asked, well, how many quarts, all right, are in a gallon? You see 1, 2, 3, 4, and how many cups are in each quart? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so this is just a little easy way to remember that. So hopefully the little folding activity is helpful. Now you should get out your second piece of paper because now we're going to do a little drawing activity to help kind of reinforce what we just learned. So we've got the paper folding, all right? So first we're going to draw the big G, okay? And so just follow along with me, taking notes with your blank piece of paper on just basically just to reinforce what we just did. All right, so you've got the big G here, all right? It should be about the size of your entire paper. And how many quarts did we say were there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So inside there, here's a quart, here's a quart, here's a quart, and here's a quart. Now, how many cups were in each quart? Actually, let's do this next. There are actually 2 pints in each quart, okay? All right, now, when we think of pints, you might get a pint of ice cream. That's the ones that are round and about this big. All right, you can get a pint of milk. It's a little bit bigger than the milk you get in the cafeteria. Or if you donate blood, they take a pint. You think, well, how much blood? You know, you're not used to really working with pints. Well, how much is in a pint? It's 2 cups. So in each pint is 2 cups. And then remember, you learn that there's 4 cups per quart. So I know that's a lot. So let me just go a little bit slower. There's 4 quarts there, all right? Then there's 2 pints per quart, all right? In each pint, so if someone takes a pint of blood for you or if you eat a pint of ice cream, you're getting 2 cups each time, okay? So put our P's in here for 2 pints per quart, all right? And then each one you have C's, all right, for cups. So again, it's the same thing we just learned. There's 4 quarts there. There's 8 pints. That's new information. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then there's 16 cups, okay? And 4 cups per quart, 2 cups per pint. All right, and that's known as the big G. All right. So let's just break that down really quick off to the side. 1 gallon is equal to 4 quarts. All right, QT. It's equal to 16 cups, okay? It's equal to 8 pints, all right? On the opposite side, in each quart, 1 quart is equal to 2 pints, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay? And it's equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 cups. Okay? And then in each pint, all right, 1 pint equals, how much blood did they take from you? How much ice cream are you eating when you eat the whole pint? 2 cups. Okay? So there's just a little information there. All right? So flip this paper over. All right, and then I'm going to show you one more thing just to reinforce all of this, okay? All right, we're going to draw a nice big size G again. That's going to stand for gallon. All right, we're going to put a face on him. All right, we said there's 16 cups in a gallon, okay? So when we get a gallon of milk, there's 16. So we're going to give him some hair, 16 C's of hair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay? Now we're going to give him some arms and legs. How many quarts are in a gallon? 1, 2, 3, 4. So here's his 1 arm, 2 arms, 3 arms, and 4 arms. Now, how many pints are there per quart? Well, there's just 2. So he only gets 2 fingers on each arm and 2 toes on each arm. And that's stand for that. Okay, so that's just another way to remember all of that. None of that's new information. A couple other things I want you to remember. Another equivalent that you use very often is 3 teaspoons equals a tablespoon. I kind of went over that a little bit yesterday with the first video. So just to remember that, everybody do the 3 teaspoon salute. 3 teaspoon salute. So 3 lowercase t equals 1 uppercase T. This teaspoon can also be abbreviated as TSP, and then tablespoon can also be abbreviated as TBSP. All right. I also want to talk about sticks of butter. A lot of times if you bake, you use sticks of butter, and it'll say a half a cup of butter. Well, how many sticks are in, or how many tablespoons is in that? And if you remember, there are, if a half a cup of butter, there's 8 tablespoons in a half a cup. So 1 stick of butter equals 8 tablespoons. All right, so that's, which is equal to a half a cup. All right, I want you to remember that a fourth a cup is equal to 4 tablespoons. That's one that you will use a lot. Now, certain things are measured in ounces, okay? That's one that you see a lot. So there are 8 ounces in 1 cup. So when we looked at the liquid measuring cup yesterday, it had, next to the 1 cup, it also had 8 ounces because they're fluid ounces. All right. And then if you're thinking of weight in ounces, 16 ounces equals a pound. The way I remember that is that when babies are born, you never hear, oh, the baby weighed 7 pounds. You always hear, well, the baby weighed 7 pounds, 14 ounces. Well, I know because 16 ounces are close to a pound. Well, 14 ounces, the baby was really almost 8 pounds. So that's just another way that I remember that. And you'll notice that LB is the abbreviation for pound. And I believe, let's see if there was anything else. I want you to know that when you're reading a recipe, when you see the word yield, that tells you how much it's going to make. That's the number of servings. And then I told you yesterday that 1/8 of a teaspoon, if you see that, it is the same as a pinch or a dash. Okay? And that's it.